Hey everybody! Today is another fragrance video review and in-depth chat about two fragrances from my collection. We'll start with a really lovely pick actually, and this is Alien Essence Absolue from Thierry Mugler. It has a very well-known perfume line that largely focuses around three big perfumes that they make, and they constantly release flankers. It's Alien, it's Angel, and it's Humanity. There are a few more in the line, and there's also, of course, the exclusive line that I really enjoy. But today I'll be talking about a flanker of an Alien perfume. Usually it comes in a purple bottle with, I think, gold accents, but I could be wrong, it could be silver. I've had Alien previously, but I've never repurchased it. It wasn't something that was particularly it wasn't a love for me, it was a strong like. However, I do have this really wonderful Alien here, and this is Alien Essence Absolue. The original Alien really focuses on three major notes, which is jasmine, amber, vanilla, and then they have maybe a few other things in the background, but it's quite a minimalistic fragrance. And really in the original Alien they play on jasmine very heavily. It's really a jasmine bomb. Here we have, interestingly enough, the same kind of three notes but reshuffled and reconceptualized. I agree, it's kind of an Alien flanker. I see where they're coming from because they are using their signature alien-esque sort of notes and tones, but really it's a beast of its own. Here we have a wonderful, really beautiful amber. In my collection, it's probably the best and the purest representation of a wonderful amber, and I really love pulling for it in the winter. From what I remember, I think it was in 2012 that it was released, and oddly enough, it was released in the summer. To me, this is very obviously a winter fragrance because in the summer, this amber can be quite heavy and suffocating. The sillage is really quite powerful, and we do have a good amount of longevity on this fragrance. I can't say that I can complain about longevity on any of the Thierry Mugler's perfumes. They're all very well made, and they aren't fleeting whiffs of something that is very imaginary and then it's gone after a very short period of time. No. Thierry Mugler's fragrances are really excellent quality, so they do last, all of them. And I tried most of the fragrances that they do have in the line right now. This is a lovely amber. There is amber here enveloped in really wonderful vanilla, and the background of that is a pretty backdrop of jasmine. Here jasmine plays second fiddle for sure, maybe third fiddle. It's all about amber and vanilla. None of it is particularly foody, which was a really lovely find for me because I am not necessarily frequently into very foody fragrances. This is not really a gourmand. I think it's classified probably as a gourmand because it is quite sweet, but it's not edible. It doesn't smell like cake, it doesn't smell like food, it doesn't smell like a vanilla latte, it doesn't smell like something you can eat, but it is very sweet. And the image that comes to mind when you're sniffing this is really this thick, resinous amber in its sort of liquid form. As it's seeping out of the bark, the amber is just still fresh and hasn't solidified yet. That's the scent you get from here. There's something really warm and homey about this fragrance, which probably comes from the fact that there's a good dose of vanilla in it. It's quite sexy. This is a Marilyn Monroe scent. Also, I imagine that a woman wearing this scent is very well manicured, very well coiffured. Her hair is always done and shiny. Her entire outfit fits her to a T. She's been to a tailor. It's a really well-kept woman, but it's not a working lady. So I do wear this to work occasionally, but I feel like the scent is a little bit too seductive to wear it in any way noticeably. I wear it very faintly. I usually spray a sweater or a shirt I'll be wearing the night before, so by morning time it's quite unnoticeable, because I do think this can inspire some interesting possibly erotic thoughts, maybe not appropriate for everyday wear unless you're in a creative atmosphere where that wouldn't be a problem. But this is a wonderful scent for a date, for a weekend, for anything casual. This lady I'm talking about, yes, she's very well maintained, but she's also very relaxed. It's a lady that doesn't have to get to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's a lady that is well kept and well taken care of. Smells very rich and high quality, and designer bag goes with this fragrance. Very, very interesting. It really evokes quite a person in my mind rather than a time or a place. And fragrances tend to either create sort of an image of a person who would wear it or who it would suit, or else image of a place or a time, some kind of an association. Here I clearly see the person that's wearing it. It is extremely interesting and such a lovely amber. If you're at all a fan of vanillic ambers, this is a must-have. And of course, you don't have to be unemployed to wear a beautiful scent like that. But what I'm saying, this is not a scent of a business lady. It's a voluptuous, beautiful, and very sexy girl. I'm very, very excited to put this in my rotation next. Pick number 2 for today is quite on the other side of the spectrum in terms of finances that you invest in your perfume, and this is a really, really lovely budget find. This is Tea Rose by Perfumer's Workshop, and as you can see, I have a huge 120 milliliter bottle. This is really quite massive. You can see that I've put a good dent into it previously. This is my first time buying this fragrance. I haven't owned it before, but it is a very, very well-known classic from Perfumer's Workshop from 1977. I was not able to discern who exactly composed this scent. It could be just that Perfumer's Workshop. I'm assuming it's a collaborative effort, but this is such a drugstore classic. If you can order it online, it's probably not going to be a disappointment as long as you like rose. Why do I want to talk about this fragrance? Because spring is coming, and for me, this is a really great spring pick. I think the pastel quality, the youthfulness, and the lightheartedness of this fragrance are unprecedented. To me, this one is really quite a soliflor, although the notes are more complicated than it seems, and it's not technically a soliflor, but to me, this is pretty rosy, and that's it. So this is not complicated. This is not trying to be anything. This is the kind of fragrance you can wear anywhere. You can wear it to work, you can wear it to school, you can wear it to a date, you can wear it at home. You can wear it at any occasion because it's just so easy. Here we have the rose that is quite green and maybe not very ripe, but quite fresh. This is not a rose that's been picked, it's a rose that's still growing, and perhaps it's early morning and you come out into a garden or into your backyard if you have rose bushes, and there you see rose buds that aren't quite open yet. There's a bit of dew on them. As you can see, this fragrance is like a time and a place kind of fragrance for me. So this dewy green freshness of this rose in early morning, and perhaps the fog is still not dissipated. This is what this is. And interestingly, it's an eau de toilette. The staying power is weak, the projection is weak. You have to top it up throughout the day for sure, but really if you're after a very rosy, very sort of fresh rosy fragrance, that can be quite a nice pick. Since it's quite a budget buy, it's not going to be a problem to top it up because it's going to be affordable. Besides, if you're a fan of topping fragrances up like myself, it's not going to be a big issue. Moreover, I'm quite happy with the packaging actually. I think budget perfumes can often be a little bit ugly looking, and the packaging is just unfortunate and cringeworthy and not so fun to display because it's not pretty, it's not cute, even though the perfume is nice. Like my Emeraude by Coty, I think the packaging is just atrocious. It grinds my gears. But I think Tea Rose is quite nicely packaged. I think it's a bit vintage. It's very simple, minimalistic, nice little rectangular bottle with a label that is also quite minimalistic. There is a quite a cheap cap to it, but really for the price, I think this is a really nice buy, and I think the packaging is quite decent. It's the style that I like. So these are the two fragrances that I wanted to talk about. I think Tea Rose is going to be in my spring rotations for sure. And I'm quite looking forward to pulling out my Alien again. I'm sort of now inspired to put it in my next rotation. So probably it's going to end up in there. That's it for today. I hope you have a good day. See you later. Bye-bye.